Hi all and welcome back to the channel, and I hope you're all doing okay. Right, today's video is more of an observation than any real news, because still the news on Formula 1 is pretty much old stuff recycled, which really does get me down, except for one thing that I read today, which when it comes to the media really doesn't surprise me, but I'll cover that shortly. So to start off, I was looking into the Lando Norris and Charles Leclerc contracts, which at the moment there's no details of how long their contracts are for, except for we know that they've both signed an extension. I was thinking about this because it's quite early on in the year for contract talks. Normally you would expect the silly season to kick off before the media whip up a frenzy of who's going where and what potential rumours there are in the paddock. And I thought to myself that maybe there's some data from the simulator, from the wind tunnel, to show that both McLaren and Ferrari do have a competitive car this year. And I believe towards the end of last year, Ferrari did say that they'd found some improvements on their car, which they reckon would give them an extra 12 kilometres an hour. So maybe that ties in with a better DRS system and stuff like that, which will make them pretty much competitive. And obviously we saw the gains from McLaren late last year as well. It does make you wonder if the teams have seen something and they've gone to the drivers and said, look, we really do think this year we've got a competitive car, and that's why they've secured their contracts for a little bit longer. It would be nice to know how long they've been signed up for. It certainly takes both of them into the new regulations in 2026. And maybe with Charles Leclerc, this is the 2029 contract that was being talked about before. Whether the details have come clear on that, I don't know. But I really did find it fascinating, and I would love your thoughts on this, because maybe I'm thinking too much into this, and there's a much simpler reason. I know it's not unheard of that drivers have extended their contracts quite early in the year, but certainly before the launches, before testing, anything. It just seems really odd to me. So I just wanted to cover that and try and get your thoughts on it, because sometimes I do dig into things a little bit too far and end up driving myself mad with trying to find an answer. But maybe I've overlooked something that one of you guys have seen in the media or wherever to suggest otherwise. It would just be nice to find out. So if you do have any theories on that, please do let me know down in the comments. And I did want to cover the the new name for the AlphaTauri, which is officially the Visa Cash App RB. And obviously we've got the stake F1 team Kick Sauber, and I can't wait to listen to the commentary when it comes to these two teams on the track. It's going to be quite interesting to listen to. And with that, obviously we've got the reveal date, which is February the 8th. So now the whole list is complete, and we've got obviously Williams and Stake Sauber on the 5th, which is this coming Monday, I believe. So it's really not far away at all. Oddly, the Visa Cash App RB, to give it its full name, is a livery-only launch. Sorry, it's a livery-only and a race suit launch. So we're not going to see the car. That won't be revealed until probably testing, or maybe even the first race of the year. I don't know. But I did find that kind of interesting. But as you know, we've seen McLaren have revealed their livery, which, whether that's on the 2024 car, I don't think it is, because they've got their reveal date, which is quite late really, and it's the 14th of February. And the only other thing to mention is, if you're interested, and that is Netflix, Drive to Survive Season 6 starts on the 23rd of February, which coincides with the end of testing. So maybe you'll be able to binge watch that if that's your thing before the season starts. It's not something I enjoyed, and I certainly won't be watching it again. I think there was a lot of drama involved in it, which didn't relate to what you could see if you watched Formula 1 without watching Drive to Survive. That's my personal opinion, but still, whether all the episodes will be uploaded in one go, I don't know, but certainly from the 23rd of February, that's something to look out for if you need a fix of Formula 1 before then. I think that's everything for now. Oh no, sorry. The thing I did see today in the news, it's just mind-boggling. Whether there's any truth in it, of course, I don't know. But now that Lando has re-signed with McLaren, and Charles Leclerc has re-signed with Ferrari. Can you believe that, according to the media, Carlos Sainz is a wanted man by Red Bull for a potential seat in 2025? Honestly, I can't believe how quick they've changed on their tune on this now that Lando and Charles Leclerc have secured their seats with Ferrari and McLaren. It's just phenomenal. And yet there's also talk that Carlos Sainz has signed a deal with Audi for 2026. It's just so amazing how quick the media jumped from one thing to another one, but still, I did find that quite interesting. But anyway, I'm sorry for the uploads, the lack of them. There's just nothing out there, so I think obviously we're just waiting for the car reveals, and then obviously we've got the testing coming up soon. So once all that kicks off, I think there'll be much more stories and news to cover out there. But again, yeah, I hope you can stick with me with this, and I'll certainly be covering the car launches the best I can. So anyway, if you do like what I do, please feel free to like and subscribe, and also press the notification bell so that you get those warnings of my uploads. As always, thank you so much indeed for your support. I genuinely do mean it. It means a lot to me. So thanks again for being here. I really and truly do appreciate it. And until the next time, take care.